So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Stanford Cardinals. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete.
Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get...
Makes the grab in their space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. In the backfield, it's Bear. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They booted away on 4th down. Looking for room. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They go play action with Russell. Left side is Townsend. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard.
He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Texas. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Hooks. Caught.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's Charles. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
2nd and long here. Right side, it's Sanchez. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Hand it to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hooks. Out wide left, it's Charles. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Left side is Mosley. And that one did not work. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bear. He's past the 30. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Russell on play action. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Russell. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. On play action. Quick catch.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keelan Russell. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Turns it upfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First play of this drive. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Sanchez. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Stanford quickly to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Hooks. Makes a catch. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Play action on 1st down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Stanford. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
Lots of running room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. He's got the back in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. On the option. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. They'll run it on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Hold and fired complete. Turning it on. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Flips it out in the flat. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Out wide left, it's Charles. Makes a grab and room to run. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Charles. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hooks. turns it upfield. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Second and long here. Looking for the edge. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. From the gun. Look out. Crosses the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Russell. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Long way to go on second down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Keelan Russell under pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He'll try to do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There's some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. They put together an 81-yard drive. and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Hooks. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Russell. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 14 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's Clemson with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game on the farm. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the red zone, it's Henderson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hooks. Finds his target. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. A quick pass to the left. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Henderson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Right at the line. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Henderson. He's past the marker. After the filthy move, he's got room. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mosley. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Breaks through. It's Marshall. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Selling the fake. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Hooks. Throws quickly. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Tries to get it himself. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. It's inside. It's Marshall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Marshall. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Sanchez. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll go with a direct snap. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Turns up, it's Charles. On the move at the 30. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Stanford, fresh off that big play through the air, is back to work. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Moving the pocket, it's Hooks. Shoots it to the left. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quick give. It's Marshall. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's brought down after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Fires on the move. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Trying to make one miss. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hooks. Makes the catch, it's Sanchez. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Out wide left, it's Sanchez. Could not make his way to the corner. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Russell. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his target down the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Hunt is on its way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play fake. Right side, it's Marshall. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hooks. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Making his first move. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for running room. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming.